The Super Eagles have failed to qualify for the World Cup, leaving fans heartbroken and analysts divided. But where should the blame really lie? Hello and welcome to another episode on Street Voice, where we ask Nigerians about trends, developments, and topical issues. I am Adeola Balogun. Join me on the street today as we voice your opinion.
I think a lot of restructuring has to be done in the attacking, defensive, and also coaching related too. So for us to have a better squad and a better team to qualify for World Cups and other competitions, a lot of restructuring has to be done from the NFF to the players. A lot of mindset has to be changed. A lot of restructuring has to be done from the attacking patterns of the coach and from the defensive pattern from the coach also too. And also the technical team has to work more on the players, because Nigeria is having a lot of players, a lot of attackers, a lot of midfielders, and yet we are still struggling to qualify. So I believe a lot of attacking restructuring has to be done in the team.
I think the last time I got a question like this, my answer was clear, and I'll still repeat the same thing. I think the major problem of the Super Eagles is neither the players nor the coach. I think the Football Federation as a whole needs a total overhaul. They need a total revamp. We have a system whereby people who are in charge of football know little or nothing about football. So they do more of politics than the sporting aspect. So to an extent, people will want to cast aspersions on the coaches or the players. But for me, I feel the major problem is the Football Federation. If we get it right from there, then every other thing will sort itself.
Where the blame started is from the NFF, based on the selection of coaches to the Super Eagles. Most of the times they don't select coaches based on the standard of Nigeria. Nigeria is a very big country when it comes to football. So we need high-class coach. So I believe when they go for coaches, they go for the smaller coaches. I don't know whether because of the fund to pay them or maybe what they want to get out of it. So on the side of the coaches themselves, when they are being employed, it seems they have some people that tell them or influence them on the class of players or the type of players to bring into the national team. Like you can see, most of the players are not even qualified to be part of the national team. On the side of the players, I believe many of them believe if they get injuries, they will be left aside, then leaving it for their clubs. So sometimes their clubs will not allow them to come. The ones that will come will be very careful so that they will not sustain injuries. So that has been the problem. But to me, personally, if I will give the blame, I will give the blame to NFF.
Everybody has played their parts, but we can say that maybe their best was not enough. But looking at even the last performance of the Super Eagles was highly encouraging. And if one can say if they have been putting enough effort as per the one they did the last time, I think we would have had a better what's the points by today. But large and share, I can say that I won't apportion this blame to anybody or any department particularly. They have to take the blame together. When we win, then it is our own collective credit. So we share the blame together.
It's from the first coach, which is Finidi. I will Finidi George is the cause of this issue now, and because of that, we are in a tight corner now for the qualification. The problem I see there is not from the players, it's from the coach and the governments.
Most of the players or the coaches are being influenced in inviting players. So I believe that what made them not to stand out is the fear of getting injured and being abandoned. Do you understand me? That is what I believe is in their mind. But the last match they played, or the last game they played against South Africa, they know that there's something that is at stake when it is almost late. They give in their best in that game. Had even they have been playing the way they played in South Africa before, I don't think this question will come.
Yeah, the fact that they drew 2 matches at home is a big loss. You see teams like Benin winning their matches at home. So in this competition, you must win at home. So that's what most of the teams have capitalized on. Most of the countries have capitalized. They win at home, then anything comes away. So when we had 2 draws at home, that was when our problem started. We got 2 points out of 6. So that's the problem.
The lesson we need to learn is we have to bad how we select our coach. selecting of coach, they will see that it affects us badly.
Teaching time saves nine. They have when the qualification start, when at any edition of a match, I mean of a competition, a tournament, they have to start with a high level of seriousness. They started very low spirit, no aggression, no determination, and they take it with laxity. So and that's why, and at the 11th hour, we are trying to get something. And it's almost late.
What Nigeria must learn now is that they need to start taking their chances whenever they get it. They don't need to relax on any matches. They need to take the shots immediately they get it. Because when you look at it, Benin is in the second on the standing table, and South Africa is leading. Those countries, are countries that Nigeria we have easily beaten in past years in the qualifying round. Now we are struggling to even beat Rwanda in our qualifying round. I think a lot of things has to be done in the Nigeria team. They have to start taking their shots immediately.
One lesson is this: when it comes to World Cup, everybody, every player wants to see himself play in the World Cup. So the thing they have to know, or they have to learn, is at the onset, at the beginning of the qualifiers, they must give in their best and keep on winning.
Talking about lesson, I don't think those guys are the ones to learn a lesson. I think Nigerians are the ones to learn a lesson. Nigerians must be intentional about the kind of leadership they want. If you are intentional as a country, we go to the Football Federation complexes in Abuja, we hold a standout protest there. Those people there will leave. If they leave and we get the right people there, things will begin to. The players are not learning lessons. It's Nigerians that learn lessons. I understand that someone like JJ is coming out. I've seen posts online about Ukocha saying he wants to contest for the top post in the federation. Do you understand? So I don't know if they will let him. But if he's there, at least we are sure that someone that understands football is there, like what Samuel Eto'o is doing in Cameroon. So hopefully it will go well for him. But the players won't learn lessons. Nigerians will keep learning lessons until we decide that we are tired of doing things wrongly.
If I happen to be the coach, I have to look inward, bring in the new breeds from the home base, start up with them, build something. If you can watch several other qualifications from the Eastern Africa, you can see the level of hunger those players are bringing to the field. They are kind of guys that are hungry. They want to see success. They want to be heard and things like that. Most of our players have already been known. It's like they have arrived. So there's not that kind of hunger in them.
If I may be a coach of Super Eagles, the very first thing to do is to go around, check the profile, the performances of the players wherever they are applying the trade in every country they are. Then check them. You still make some assessment of the fans, because some of the fans knows players that are performing well in their different countries. Then we go for them.
I think what I'll fix is, I think basically we don't have a playmaker in our midfield. We only have Alex Iwobi, and I feel the workload is also too much for Alex Iwobi. So we need a creative playmaker in the midfield. Now Osimhen is injured, so I believe in our next matches and in our upcoming matches, Tolu Arokodare has to be the best starting option for Nigeria, because he's more flexible and more rugged on the ball than other attackers. So I believe what I will change is having a creative midfielder with Iwobi combined with Ndidi and any other DMF, and also put a better options in my attacking.
If I was a coach, I'll play the players to their strength. Do you understand? I'll play the players to their strength. I feel the manager is not playing the players to their strength. I don't know why Desas, with due respect to him, is starting for the Super Eagles.
The first thing, if I'm in charge, what I will do is I will check the government first of all, the government policy towards the team. And if I'm in charge as a coach, I will be a loyal coach to my players. I'll be a loyal coach to my players, because they will emulate from me. You understand? You take everybody as your brother, as your children, and be one. Let there be love between you people, all of us.
Thanks for watching, and that's all we can take on today's episode on Streets Voice. I am Adiola Balogun. Till I come your way again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment on Clear TV. Bye for now.